Hey everybody, welcome back to Pushing Pixels, Illustrator Edition. We're going to work on the thing here. We worked on in class, this hot dog, up to this point. You'll see my keystrokes there at the bottom. All right, and let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is we're going to make 3 rectangles. So I'm going to set my colors real quick, and I'm going to set my fill color. I'm going to set it to the bun color, which I believe is this color. And then I set my stroke to that dark red brown color, just so we're there. And my line stroke is going to be set to, let's do it at 0.125, and you could set, actually you could set all 3 of those right there if you want. All right, so let's get going on our document. We need the rectangle tool, which is right there. And I'm going to get make sure I have the rectangles tool, and I'm just going to click once everywhere, anywhere, and get this, and we're going to enter 600 width by 225 height, and I'm going to click OK. And there we go. Not too bad, right? We need 2 more of these, so let's copy this one twice. This is going to be the back bun, the second one will be the hot dog, and then the third one will be the front bun. So I'm going to hold down my Alt key. I'm going to make sure I'm in the select tool right there, the first one. I'm going to hold down my Alt key, and I'm going to click and drag down. And I'm going to hold my Shift key as well, because that constrains it to go vertical, up and down, or left and right. So I'm going to hold that, and I'm going to pull it down right about there. All right, and then I'm going to do it again. Hold my Alt key. I'm going to click on the one I just copied, and I'm going to drag a new version down, holding my Shift key again, and that is going to be the front bun. Not bad. We already got 3 of these. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to pick the second one that we did with the selection tool. And holding my Alt key, I'm going to stretch it out just a little bit longer past the hot dog buns. So you can see that there. And then I might grab this bottom one down here, and I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to make my hot dog a little bit more narrow. Okay, something like that. Perfect. The other thing we have to add is this mustard line. So we're actually really just seriously going to draw a line. But before they do that, I'm going to take the color out, so the fill. So I'm going to go to the fill here. I could either do it in properties, either one. I'll do it right here though, at the top. I'm going to click that little yellow square, and I am going to make sure and hit this very first one. It says none. It's got a red line through it. That means no fill. All right? And make sure our line width is at 0.125, and we're going to keep that red. All right, let's go to the pen tool. P for pen, or it's right there on your tools bar. And I'm going to click, I'm going to click once, hold my Shift key, and click across here, just about right there, ballpark. And then if you want to get rid of that rubber banding that's happening, just hold down your Command or Control key and click off anywhere in the document. Perfect. Let's go back to the select tool there, and we're going to drag that down here and put it somewhere on the hot dog. Perfect. Let's do that. Before we get going any further though, let's group these items together because we got to do some special moves here. So make sure your select tool is selected, and you could just draw a square around it, or you can draw a square through it, or whatever, just as long as you select all 4 of them, okay? Once you have them all 4 selected, you are going to hit Control or Command G, and that is going to take all 4 of those elements and group them into one unit so you can move them together. Now they are still separated. They're all individual parts still, but for the sake of moving things and managing things, you can group elements together. All right, and the reason we did that is because we have to apply effect to all 4 of these, so we might as well just apply the same effect to 4 things at the same time. All right, so make sure that's selected, all 4 of them, and then you're going to go up to Effect up here at the top. You're going to go down to Warp, kind of in the middle, and go to Arc. And we're going to do that right there. Now, I have it set to Arc. You can have a whole bunch of settings, but I just set it to Arc. -40 is the bend I want. I want 40 pixels, 40%. And horizontal and vertical, we're just going to leave at 0. All right? So -40 is what we're looking for. But if you slide it over, it'll go the other direction. So -40, and we're going to hit OK. All right, I'm going to shrink this just a hair so it's on my canvas. Now, believe it or not, Illustrator still thinks these are rectangles, even though we bent them and done a bunch of garbage to them. So before we get going on that, let's I'm pretty sure we need to expand the appearance. So let's do that. Select the whole thing again, and then go to Object, Expand Appearance. And there you go. And now Illustrator thinks these are all shapes now, weird bendable shapes or whatever they are. They're still groups, so let's ungroup them now. So just click anywhere, grab one of them, and right-click inside and hit Ungroup. It's right there. Bing, and you're done. All right, it doesn't quite look like a hot dog yet, but we're getting close. Let's figure this guy out right here. This is our mustard line. So we need to sort of get that nice little wavy look into it. And I have it set right now at, let's set it at 1/4. Something big like that. We're going to make a statement. All right, so I set my line width to 0.25. All right, and now that it's selected, let's make that zigzag thing happen. We're going to go up to Edit, Distort, and Transform, and go at the very bottom. There's a command called Zigzag. And there you go. It's kind of looking cool already. Except we're going to change it to Smooth. And size, let's make the size about 15. And how many segments? 6? 5? And let's do 5. That's not too bad. All right, there you go. I'm going to scale that up just a hair. And there is our mustard line right there. Not too bad. Although Illustrator does still think it's a line. You can see that blue line going through it. Illustrator still thinks it's a line. So we are going to have to expand the appearance again. So go up to Object, Expand Appearance. And then we're going to have to do expand one more time. Not appearance, just expand. And it'll say fill and stroke, and we're going to go OK. Now, Illustrator thinks that is just a shape. It no longer thinks it's a line. All right, so we're going to keep that, and I'm going to change the color over here in the properties to sort of that mustard yellow. We have that kind of thing there. All right, and I'm also going to put a stroke on it. Why not? Let's pick that dark brown, the same stroke as everything else we're using, right? And let's make it 0.125. That looks fun. All right, we're getting close already. Look at how nice this is looking. We need to make the ends of this happen, the buns and the hot dog. So let's fix that. So we're ungrouped. I'm going to click this guy, the very first one, the one in front, the bun. All right, so make sure that's selected, and then go to the white arrow right over here, the direct selection tool. And when you do that, you're going to see these little circles appear in the corners right there. Those are the corner control points. And if you click on any one of those circles and grab it and start dragging, you can round off these elements. Go back to the select tool. I'm going to pick the back bun. Go back to white arrow again, direct selection tool, and grab one of those corners and pull it in like that. And then finally, let's do the hot dog. Grab the corner and pull it in, and there you go. You have the buns and the hot dog right there. Let's change that hot dog color right there because it looks a little weird. All right, so there's that, right? Select the hot dog. I'm just going to do it over here in Properties. I'm going to change the fill color to that weird, gross hot dog color. All right, looks pretty good already. I'm going to fix the continuity on this a little bit because it's a little weird. I'm going to scale this back bun down just a little bit, so it looks a little bit smaller, and maybe move it up. I'm using my arrow keys on my keyboard to move it up and down. You can see that in the command line there. And there you go. That's kind of our first hot dog. It doesn't look too bad. That's what we did in class. Next week we'll pick up and we'll do some of the more fancier things and make it look a little bit more illustrated. But for now, that is a good stopping point. This is the end of part 1. I will see you in class next week, and have a good day.